touching all kinds of paper, and I ain't never gonna give a fuck about a hater, cause I know I got soul, baby. Baby, I'm gon' shine forever, and I'ma stay touching on that wood and leather, cause I know. So guys, you already know what it is. Patai God King TV. Like, share, and subscribe on this motherfucker, man. We're gonna keep giving y'all game. This right here is a video about how to motherfucking take advantage of your Nofap superpowers, nigga. Now, why is this important? It's always going to be important because you got people getting into it and they don't really know exactly what the superpowers are or how to utilize their superpowers are. And if you're just watching this, go to my video where I give a breakdown on what the Nofap superpowers is. And I will do a little recap of that, but I want to get more into how to take advantage of these superpowers. Now, as I said, what's going on when you deal with these Nofap superpowers is you, first of all, coming back alive as a full-fledged man. Now, when you start getting to these superpowers, right, like I said, you start feeling your attraction to women more. Because why? You're getting out of the digital world of the motherfucking laptop and you're getting into the real world of real women walking by, booty flapping, titties bouncing, everything around you. And what you'll realize, as I said, the universe shows you that the sensual nature of human beings is out there in front of your face. Now, what happens is this too. As a man, you actually just appreciate the feminine nature more. It goes from a lusty nature, not saying we're not lusty, but there's total difference between being lusty prior to Nofap and being a man who just appreciates the feminine beauty. Big difference. Why is it a big difference? Just the other day, right, I was out at the mall, right? Quick example. I'm at the mall and I see some women walk by. They look good, but I'm not tripping because I got a woman. On top of that, just my masculine nature, I appreciate the beauty of women because the feminine nature is all around us. So an old version of me prior to Nofap would have been like, ooh, look at that motherfucking ass. Ooh, look at them titties bouncing. Ooh, like, God damn, I just want it. But now I'm just like, not bad, beautiful. Very beautiful, like, she got a nice ass. But it's not like, hey, yo, little mama, hey, yo, mama, hey, yo, blue shirt, shawty, holla at me. It ain't like that. Because why? I appreciate the feminine nature. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's for you to appreciate. We're men, we're supposed to appreciate it. Now, the reason why that's important is because I'm saying this to tell you that the universe fucks you in many ways. The fucking doesn't have to be just, sexual. The fucking starts on an etheric plane. It starts on a mental level. It starts on a sensual level that you can feel. It's a pulse that's around you every day letting you know you alive, motherfucker. When you wake up in the morning, you know you're alive. You know, when you go outside and you see the wetness of the leaves in the morning, they do. That's the wet pussy right there. From the darkness is to where the wetness is when it comes up forth. Right? That's why your dick rises in the morning when the sun do. Now, what I wanted to say is this. Taking advantage of your Nofap powers is based on you being able to understand that you have the power to utilize all this energy that you're getting. It's for you because guess what? The regular Joe Schmo that's out there draining his motherfucking nut every day doesn't get to have the advantage of seeing the perception that you do of being on Nofap, of seeing how it feels to have a positive attitude and an outlook every single day. Going outside, seeing women, just doing things that's on a gentleman stand-up level. Open the door for them. Hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. These things is what refines you as an alpha. And trust me, fuck what you heard. A true alpha is a man who has his blended energies. Because we're talking about being a superior man, right? And speaking of that, let me say this. Actually, I'll do another video on that. But what I was going to get into is that, you know, the superior man, what is that really about? Now, in terms of utilizing your Nofap superpowers, you want to be able to make the most out of it. You now have more energy than the average Joe Schmo do. And what is that? You got vitality running through you. You got vitality running through you. You able to motherfucking get up in the morning and seize the day with a positive mindset. Even if it's a redundant job or whatever it is that you got to do, you have more of a positive outlook in it. You don't feel just like a robot. You start to feel alive. Now, keep this in mind. Let's say you do got a woman. And if you do, guess what? And if you really care about your woman, it makes your day go by easier because guess what? Your mind will be on her. And if it ain't on her, it will be on when am I going to get back to her? So you're knocking out your whole day. Whether you at work having a good day, doing the best you can, trying to stack this bread up so I can spend it with my baby, so I can go and see my girl. If she out of town like mine is, you go see her. You just have a good time, man. You utilize your day and realize, well, you gotta do what a man's gotta do. Gotta go to work, gotta do what the fuck I gotta do just to get better than my baby. And what that does is that the women in the feminine energy is what? Their motivation. The feminine essence is the motivation for you doing everything that you're trying to do and doing it at the best in the top level that you can. It's very important to understand that. Very important to understand that. Getting the most out of your Nofap superpowers. When you go out somewhere, right? And this is the thing. You don't have to try to be no pickup artist. When you out and about, and if you see women, your own intuition should be on the level of knowing that this is a woman that's really fucking with me, or do she feel me or not? The reason why that's important is because your Nofap superpowers gives you the motherfucking masculine energy to be assertive, to go about doing something. If you know that woman feeling you, then you ain't got no qualms about let me get to know her. I'm somewhere the other day, not even trying to motherfucking talk to these girls. I'm in the store trying to get something to eat, and these girls sat by me. And I'm just like, I already know what's about to happen, because I know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm the flyest nigga, but I'm a fly ass nigga, you feel me? So I'm sitting down, I'm chilling, minding my business, looking at some astrology on my phone. And the girl said, somebody sitting here? I'm like, nah, ain't nobody sitting there. So she sat down, she got a twin sister. So they twins. They sat down, and I'm chilling, and they talking. And something just said, ask them what their sign is. Just ask them what their sign is. What's up? What's your sign? Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Okay, that's what's up. She like, what's your sign? I told her, Virgo, you know, blah, blah, blah. I said, I asked her, I do astrology. And they like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, they all in my face, motherfucking ask me, read my chart, read me. What's your Instagram? What's up? And if I ain't had no girl, if I really was just on some friendly, just waiting on my food to get cooked, if I wanted to get both of their numbers and fuck both of them, I could have fucked both of them. Off the strength of the motherfucking goddamn semen retention, making you that magnetic, making you that polarized, making you that bossed up. Just because I'm not playing them close. I'm just like, well, oh, what's up? That's your sign? Okay, cool, blah, blah, blah. Just cooling, giving them good conversation just because the average man ain't thinking like this. And keep that in mind. When you're on your motherfucking Nofap journey, you got to be the type of man to stand out. Are you a refined man? What the fuck are you? Who are you? Because guess what? First of all, it takes discipline to be able to hold your motherfucking nut this long in a land full of motherfucking idiots who fucking drain their shit every goddamn day. So you already got one foot in the door. Now, what you got to do is pull your other foot through. What makes you this motherfucking stand-up guy of character and quality? Why should a woman give you attention? Why? So you find yourself digging into yourself to be the best man that you could be. Now, keep in mind, as I said in previous videos, your spiritual energy, sexual energy, and creative energy are all one and the same. Now, what does that mean? I did a reading for a client earlier, and I asked him, I said, you know, do you have anything creative that you do? And he kind of pretty much said it in a way of, he put it on the back burner to get to the money. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting your money and just getting into business. But as a man, you have to be able to have that creative outlet as well, because keep in mind, that is the feminine energy. So when you're on this path, you still need to have a creative outlet, because that imagination is nothing but genius energy waiting to be channeled. Now, getting money is one thing, but I know a lot of millionaire niggas who is fucking boring as fuck. That's why they got to pay for pussy. They'll rather just buy pussy because they don't have no game. There's a chase in a man that's innate to want to go out and get women. Now, it's nothing wrong with being able to have the fly shit and the women come attracted to you. But guess what? If you a real man, you want to go out and get yours. You want to go out and get yours. And what I mean by that is this. With this energy, it makes you magnetic. So yeah, bitches will come up to you. But guess what? I can get just as bad bitches, if not even better, than a millionaire man who pull up in a Lambo, who pull up in a Ferrari with a motherfucking goddamn Hermes suit on. Because you know why? That ain't nothing but fabric. I got $1 million up here. And that's the difference. My energy is polarizing. That motherfucker can't talk about nothing other than, oh yeah, so my ex-wife left me, blah, blah, blah. You got to be a nigga who believe in yourself and know that you that nigga. And to do what we do by motherfucking having Nofap as our backdrop of just knowing, yeah, I don't bust nuts, shawty. What? Shawty be like, what, hold on, what you was saying? Yeah, I don't bust no nuts, baby. Yeah, I got discipline, baby. This energy's for this. And if you're dealing with a solid chick who's on a certain level, and that's another thing, this Nofap shit should motherfucking make you weed out the women that you used to lust for versus a woman that compliments you. That's part of taking advantage of this superpowers. Is knowing how to find the woman that's for you. How to find the woman for you is you'll be able to discern between a chick that you just want to knock down and a chick that you feel is worthy of, if you do lose a little bit of nut, nigga, you could get caught up in that shit. You want to be able to find a woman that is worthy of you busting a nut. If you do bust a nut, even on some fuck up relapse shit, you be like, yeah, she worth it. Because I know I can get it right back. Dealing with her, she know I met with it. That was my fault. It wasn't on her, blah, blah, blah. And you want to talk to these women because you want to be able to relate to them on a mental plane. Keep in mind, when you're on this Nofap journey, you're channeling and balancing your masculine and feminine energy out. That's what this is about. It's very deep, right? But also understand, you already have the advantage by being on Nofap. You have the advantage because, yeah, these motherfuckers may got $1 million. But you got to be able to motherfucking know that you are a certain type of individual to be able to be on this journey with the discipline. Now, back to what I was saying about the homie, the client, he put so much focus in on his job, and it's not a problem getting to your money. Get your change, homie, like I told him. But he put his creativity to the back burner. Now, I told him, hey, you have to always remain childlike in the mind when it comes to understanding that the creativeness is your gateway to genius. Why? Because pretty much in so many words, intelligence and imagination go hand in hand. If you learn how to channel it, that's where you get the greatest ideas to be an influencer, to be somebody who is on a certain type of genius level. Nothing wrong with being a mastermind making money, but your sexual energy, creative energy, and spiritual energy are all one and the same. I cannot stress that enough. Very important to remember. These certain type of attributes about yourself is what helps you get the best out of your Nofap journey. Now when you are able to create more things, if there's something that you had that you love to do on a creative level, don't put that to the back burner. Keep that flowing, because that intelligence and imagination is a motherfucking muscle. Just like when you go to the gym, it's a muscle that you got to keep on motherfucking exercising so it don't get weak. You know, you want to have that as the strength as possible. Now, keep in mind, your imagination is also creativity, right? And that also goes into your humor. So when you're dealing with women, you want to be the type of dude that's just that guy making her laugh all the time. She's like, oh, you're so crazy. Ah. And then she know you could be motherfucking serious and it's time to get back to it. You know what I'm saying? You want to be that guy. She be like, he's so funny. He's so hilarious. He makes me laugh. All these things. That's creativity. It's tied to your sexual energy. All of those things, right? In terms of utilizing this Nofap superpowers for you, also understand that your ability to be able to take on whatever hardships you got going on in your life, it levels up your emotional intelligence. Now, why is that important? As a man, you want to be able to have more, I would say this, you want to be able to have more access to your emotions than you may let off. Because us as men, we're very emotional, but how we channel that energy and how we use that is very important. When you're on Nofap, you're more likely to let your emotions sit in for a moment, inspect them, see how it makes you feel, and then do whatever is productive with that energy. If you're upset, go on a fast, go out in nature, think about this energy, let it sit with you, and figure out, is there something that I can do to either change the outcome, or is me reacting in a hostile way going to actually make things better, or is it going to make it worse? These are things to think about. They're very important to think about, because if it's not going to make the situation better, then you as a man got to find out a creative outlet to channel that energy. And it's very important, because once you start to master yourself, as you master your sexual energy, everything will start to flow more in alignment. Your relationship to women will be 10 times better, because Not saying the women can't channel their energy like us, but you got to remember that you're cultivating your sexual energy. And as a man, the man stabilizes the feminine energy. We're the backbone. So you have to find something creative to do with that sexual energy. Whether you use it for therapeutic reasons, as going to the gym, going out in nature, reading books, whatever you got to do, you want to be able to create a healthy level of emotional intelligence for yourself. That's going to always get you through a lot of situations where conflict resolution is key to understanding how to think. It's not always about reacting to petty things, especially if it's not going to change the outcome of whatever the said situation is. That's how you utilize this Nofap shit. You gain more control over your emotions. Not saying you can't be emotional. Let's not get it twisted. You have the right to feel just like everybody else. What you do with those emotions is what distinguishes you from everybody else. So that's the motherfucking big picture. That's the big picture. So, as I said, utilizing these gifts that we have, dealing with this Nofap journey, it's going to be an amazing thing, man. And if you fall off, get right back up and try again, man. Don't beat yourself down. Don't look at this as some motherfucking dogmatic religion. Nah, this is you being able to understand that this is a lifestyle. It's not a motherfucking challenge. You want to get to a point where you don't count days. You want to get to a point where you don't count days, dog. I don't even count days. You know why? Because it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. When you think of it as that instead of a challenge. Now, I will say this. When you're starting out in the beginning, there's nothing wrong with counting days, you know. When you starting out in the beginning, whether it's 100 days, oh, I made it to 100 days. I made it to 90 days. I made it to 60 days. Everybody's situation different. Now, I'm not saying the niggas who make it to 400 days ain't got no girlfriend busting that pussy on them. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying you got to go on your journey for you. But what you bring with you are these essential tools that will help you on this journey. And so that's what it is, man. I'm Patai, God King TV. You already know what it is. Like, share, subscribe, man. We're going to get this channel up, man. Salute to everybody who's been subscribing. We got more coming to it. Notification gang. If you ain't hit the notification, hit that motherfucker. If you got questions, inbox me. You already know what it is. Peace.
I'ma stay touching all kinds of paper, and I ain't never gonna give a fuck about a hater, cause I know I got soul, baby, baby, I'm gonna shine forever, and I'ma stay touching on that wood.